that's in your mind, your mind, it's like putting an app on your phone. Now you can go to that app,
Mm.
right?
It's
So
already there.
right, it's already there. You just use it.
Mm-hmm.
So we do the same thing with psychic self-defense. When you learn the technique, then you start writing your defense strategies for
That's
your
deep.
psyche.
That's deep.
Yeah, all this is part of what's going to be in the rites of passage programs we're going to be doing, and all of the chiefs going to have to be teachers. We're going to have to all know this
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah. I definitely. I mean, I definitely need to, check that out. So make sure you let me know when it's up and popping, man. It's
Hmm.
deep. When we talk about meditation, and it's dope because I see you don't meditate like the normal people in the conscious community meditate, just lighting sage, trying to clear your mind, playing some 432 hertz. I teach that like that's like the total opposite of meditation. And that's truly why most of us, we abandon the practice of meditation because we see no benefits because we're not taught correctly. We look at the word
Oh, that's so
meditate.
true.
We look at the word to
That's so true.
meditate. To meditate means to think deeply. That's the true definition. To meditate means to think deeply. So first, if I trying to clear my mind, I'm not in deep thought. That's the opposite of meditation. So we want to allow thoughts to come in, you feel me, and arrange a room, for more thoughts to enter. Not grabbing on one thought, just observing them, let them flow by. If it linger around, let it do what it do. But we want to, and this is like a prerequisite, you feel me, to accessing a higher state of consciousness. Because and also breath work, breath work. We the creators of spirit showers. Spirit showers is a very effective breathing technique used in the 10-minute meditation session. And this raises your psychic abilities. I honestly not believe, because I don't believe in shit, but I honestly know that meditation is the reason why I accelerated in telekinesis within 3 months of practice. You feel me? Because I take 10-minute spirit shower. We call them spirit showers because it's a 10-minute meditation session, but it's a breathing technique that we created that's so effective. This is this breathing technique. It benefits for physical healing. You feel me? I had 6 stitches right here. My pit bull had snagged me on my lip. You feel me? This was like last month. I healed myself up within 5 days on live. You feel me? The doctor said it was gonna take like 2 to 3 weeks. Within 5 days, I had a scab and skin under the scab. You feel me, Joe? So, and that's because of the spirit showers. It's a slower breathing technique. I don't want to take up too much time, breaking it down, but I will if you feel me. If you definitely need another a deeper understanding of it. But it accelerates your healing process. Also, this raises your psychic abilities as far as telekinesis, telepathy, intuition. Intuition, this will raise your intuition so fucking high if you meditate, like, especially like this way with spirit showers on a daily basis. When I say intuition, intuition is our ability to understand things without reasoning. So this is the true definition of intuition, my ability to understand things without reasoning. So this is why I'm able to just look at somebody and I understand the reason why they are. I understand why they like that. You feel me? For no reason. I understand animals. You feel me? My all type of shit. You feel me? I don't say I know everything, but I have a high level of understanding, which is intuition. Clairvoyance. You feel me? I seen somebody in the comment talking about deja vu. I made a correlation with deja vu and clairvoyance because clairvoyance is your ability to see things before they happen, see events before they happen. This is clairvoyance. But it's like when I'm in deja vu, when I experience deja vu, I've seen this before it happened. And it's like no, I've never heard nobody break it down, deja vu like that down. Definitely want to hear your perspective on it, man, because I know you're a deep thinker. How you feel about deja vu and clairvoyance being in the correlation, just like telepathy and empathy, because these correlations that I create or that I come to terms with that nobody's even like connecting the dots with. So
Mhm.
clairvoyance and deja vu. How you feel about that, bro? Would that be like
Well,
safe to say it's a connection?
clairvoyance literally means clear vision, and it's talking about your psychic vision. But the psychic vision is not always just to see forwards. It's also you can use your psychic vision to look down your historical chart of your DNA. It's a frequency that's a resonance that carries from lifetime to lifetime.
Mm.
And this is where the main connection between the two is that deja vu is when you experience something in this lifetime that's so on sync with something you experienced in the last lifetime or a prior one that it stands out to you as almost like I did this already.
Mm. Mm.
Deja vu, motherfucker.
Deja
right?
vu, yep.
Because everything is cycles, right? So if you relive in a cycle, the goal in every lifetime is to clear your karmic cycles by flipping out of that cycle. You have to relive the cycle that you didn't get out of the last lifetimes in order to get out of it in this lifetime. That's what writes your book of life out to your CASHAPP records.
In the Far East, they call that samsara. You know, when you're trapped in reincarnation. So that's deep. That's deep.
Right, because all you doing. So the goal is to go from the peasant to the Buddha. But everybody think the goal is to go from the peasant to the prince.
So look, though, I don't think, and look, though, this is why I say everybody not gods, because like the reason the Buddha Siddhartha Gautama, you feel me, that particular Buddha, because there's many Buddhas on here, that's the title, but Siddhartha, the reason he became enlightened is through disattachment. He disattached it. He disattached himself from everything that he ever desired. No, he became desireless. He went in the forest. You feel me? And that's and they teach like this is the true way to enlightenment. And I understand that, but a lot of us on the West, we can't fathom the way they do things in the Far East. But like the Buddha, like he was a fucking god. He activated God mode, and this nigga stopped eating. He got little as hell, like skinny as fuck, because he wasn't eating, but he was still living. And it's deep. I don't think people ready to not stop eating, but like disattach themselves from the small things in order to reach enlightenment. Because in order to reach true happiness is to become desireless, as they teach, you know. And it's deep though. Like a Buddhist lifestyle, people don't even know. Like, man, I don't think a lot of people sign up for that shit. You feel me? Like they think they want to be a Buddha, but they ain't sign up for everything that they have to do. They don't want to put in the work to be a Buddha. Real.
That's for sure. They looking for a shortcut. They want a piece. They want a Pop-Tart instead of making a loaf of bread. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
They want McDonald's instead of cooking some good old motherfucking beans and rice. Definitely. Right? Hurry up. We ain't got time. Right? Now, the thing about time is the more you rush, right, the slower it go. Right? Until you get to the point where you need to stop rushing and then it speed up. Right?
Definitely.
If you walk through life with purpose, that means that your steps is calculated. That means your time is used most efficiently. In the law of energy dynamics, the most efficient engine is the one that can last the longest. Right? So you want to reach as close to a static level of balance as possible. That means the balance doesn't fall off. You firm in what you stand on. Right? You fixed in your position because you done tried all of the bullshit and the bullshit didn't work. Right? So now you're trying all of the shit that kept working over and over again. And the thing is that make you walk down the straight path. because you just keep repeating the success formula over and over again.
Mm.
And then everybody else be talking about life came to you easy.
Mm-hmm.
It might look that way to the onlooker, but you know the struggles you went through to learn how to follow that path.
Exactly. Definitely. Yep.
But don't nobody else see you when you going through the struggle part. They see
They
you
don't see that
when you basking in the sun and the afterglow of the success.
on the real. They call that Nirvana in the Far East. And ancient Egyptians call that the field of reeds, the realms of Osiris, man. The heart got to be lighter than a feather to make it to these places, though. You know.
And the only way to do that is to not put any intentions in it. That's what they call the Tao, or they say be, right? So when you're not putting any intentions with it, you understand something intellectually that affects the way that you express your heart language, your love language. You understand intellectually that the holding agendas slows your progress because you are like a bag lady carrying excess baggage.
Exactly. It's not divine. It's not true.
Right. So you know that you got to live life because you here living life. That proves itself in the fact of the function. So if you're here living life, you got two options. Use your free will or follow the predestined path. Right? Those who choose to use the free will are the gods. And the rest are the ones who chose to follow the predestined path. Not that they didn't have the opportunity, because many are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah.
And the chosen choose themselves.
Yep.
And they choose themselves just to be a higher purpose and a higher contribution for the greater good of the ones who don't want to do the work.
Exactly. A lot of they give up their powers. They give up their powers. You feel me? While, you know, the real
and
guys,
that's how they was able to be hijacked. Because they don't want to do the work, they willing to surrender their power to do less work. End up doing more work for less pay.
Facts.
You know? Because when you keep doing the same thing right over and over again, you're going to keep getting the same result.
Same result.
And you know it's the right thing because it worked the last time you did it and the time before that. So now you're in a position after you've done it 5-6 times, you can show somebody else how to just follow the right way. Right? So when we see you airbending, if you got an agenda in your heart, it won't work.
It definitely won't.
Because your energy will be split between the agenda and the task at hand.
Exactly. I mean, the intention.
In a house divided among itself, can't stand.
Ooh, okay. Okay, on the real. I mean, the intention needs to, you know, the intention needs to raise, you know, and the thought needs to become void. So it's like I build up a lot of energy, you know, to move an object without touching it, but sometimes it's just not moving. And that's because I notice I'm still thinking about other things. I'm having visuals of other things, images of different shit. And as soon as I'm able to make the mind go blank and I get into a blank stare at the object and I'm raising the intention but losing the thought, that's when the object just moves. You feel me? You have to lose the thought but raise the intention. And the intention is basically your determination. You feel me? How determined you are. You feel me? You know, focus to get your attention to whatever object you're trying to move. But start light though. We have to start light. Somebody had asked a few comments ago to break down spirit shower. If we got enough time, I'll definitely run through it. We got enough time, bro?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know. I don't know how long we've been in here. I think they gave me an hour on the last one before they cut me off.
Yeah, it's probably been like 45 minutes, maybe like 50. They finna shut this one down real soon too.
Hey, look, let me tell you this. The totem animal, right?
Mm-hmm.
You tune in to totem animals by studying them. Because the more you know about them, the more you understand what frequency they vibrate on. And guess what? They got the same substance of the matriarchs called mitochondria.
Totem animal.
This is, yeah, all of the animals. Anything on Earth has to be tied to the soil by mitochondria to remain on Earth.
Definitely.
And this is why they had the Anunnaki breeding programs so that they can walk the Earth with the Earthborn. And that's how we able to be deceived. Because they look like us, but they ain't us.
Definitely. No, they definitely not.
And that's why I say don't trust none of them gods, them false gods. Because they will eat your ass.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
If you know who loved your motherfucking ass before that son bitch got here. Right? Because they can't fake it with too many people at one time or they're going to expose themselves. They got to try to get you like a couple handful here and a couple handful there.
Definitely.
Because you going to know what they up to something. You going to just feel it. If they get too many people, the herd instinct of the human will feel that he up to something. Right? And we'd be telling each other, we got to be in tune to our frequency as Earthborn in order to not fall victim to them again, because we know when they try to influence too many of us, our genetic memory gonna tell us they did this shit last time. We ain't falling for it.
Exactly. Nah, yeah, we're gonna be on point in our subconscious. Definitely. Hey, but what about physical immortality though? How you feel about that? Like, I know, we never die because energy never dies, E equals MC squared. But I'm talking
But
about
you talking about the body.
Physical immortality. Do you think that's possible?
Look, if you study biophysics, right, it tells you that the natural design of the physical body is not supposed to die.
Okay.
It's a disease and it's curable.
Ooh. So look though, if a fruit falls off the tree, will it not go rotten? Because we come from the earth. You feel me? If a leaf falls off the tree, will it stay immortal? It will decay back into the soil. You become compost.
All things are not written to be physically immortal. The apple has a cycle of life that it has to adhere to. Not until they crash the fourth dimension into the third dimension that we need to live in two dimensions at the same time. We used to be able to use our light body to what we call molecular accumulation of the molecules around us in order to take on the body.
Right. Okay.
Right. But once they crash the fourth dimension into the third, we automatically now have to take on the body to be here.
Okay.
But the physical body that was given to us was designed to be able to live for eternity. What we call an age is like 6,000 years, actually. Right. And then through technology, you can keep it together for a couple of 100,000 years. They had healing chambers made with crystals in Atlantis that did that deed. So they don't want us to know about the crystals that heal remember, DNA is a 21 complex amino acid crystalline structure in a double helix.
Right.
When we were in Atlantis, it was the same, except it was a 13-strand helix. They stripped the helix down in order to produce a Lulu Amalu primitive worker.
Mm-hmm.
because they
That
wanted to.
was that the Gigi in the ancient Sumerian text, the Enuma Elish? You're talking about the Gigi, right?
The Gigi were the ones who stayed up in the. They didn't come to the earth. They came later as the Nephilim under the orders of Enlil.
Okay, the Nephilim meaning just giants, you know.
Those who those who fell down, Nephala, to fall to the earth.
Right. So
And it just so happened that they were some big ass motherfuckers.
mm, mm. So when we talking about like the the emerald favorite, you know, text to get it, baby. You see me, bro? That's one of my favorite texts. I love to deal with. You feel me? And
What, the
to
immortality?
yes, yes. To Hootie, you know, he was immortal, and the only reason he was